Yeah, peeps, morning again. It's been a while, you know? Been a while since I haven't posted a video on Ref Corner, so here's a video that has been making the rounds on social media. Yeah? It's on TikTok, it's on Facebook, it's on WhatsApp, it's everywhere. So I want to just briefly touch on it. Alright? So, yes, I'm a referee. I haven't been reffing any JPL matches since 2019. I think October 2019 was my last match. Yeah, if it's not 2018, it's 2019, somewhere there. But yeah, I haven't been doing top flight football in a while. So what I've been doing is just stick to Casafa, help to train and develop the referees, the young referees, motivate them and do 1 and 2 senior matches when I can, you know, help out where my expertise is needed. So yeah, I'll jump straight in the video. So there was a match recently, quarter-final it is. Yeah, so they call it playoffs. So in Jamaica, what we have is our JPL, Jamaica Premier League. So the top 2 teams at the end of the 3 rounds, the top 2 teams who amass the most points, they go straight to the semi-final, whilst number 3, 4, 5 and 6, the teams that are ranked 3, 4, 5 and 6, they play off, right? So they play off for 2 spots. So like 3 would play number 6 and 4 would play number 5, right? So I was watching a match the other night, I think 2 nights ago, Tivoli Gardens versus Montego Bay United. Yeah, so the match was really heated. I tell people all the time, you know, we blame referees. Yes, sometimes they should get the blame. But I am telling you, if you should do a survey, all right, how many of these footballers know the laws? How many of the coaches, managers, spectators know the laws? They are way down the pecking order, way down the pecking order. What I'm trying to say that players, coaches, managers, they need to know the laws of the game. They don't know the laws of the game. So this clip in particular, you're about to see it in a bit. There was a player from Tivoli Gardens. They are wearing the green jerseys. Alright, so whenever you're checking off a team, the law speaks about the dominant color of the shorts. So if you have a white shorts, it should be white tights. What we call tights. Compression shorts, underwear, whatever, it should be white. Okay? So he was sent off the field. Apparently he had on a different color. I don't know. Black, red, blue, green, I don't know. But he had on a different color tights. And the referee, by the way, that is a mandatory yellow card. But sometimes you have to manage the game. You have to weigh the pros and cons. You know, you have to just be the person out there to enforce the law. Sometimes you can't be a stickler for the law. Sometimes you have to use common sense. So this referee in his judgment, O'Shea Nation, he sent off the player to adjust his equipment. Alright, adjust means to take it off, no matter draw it up. Because if you draw it up and you make a sliding tackle, and me see it is a yellow card now, which I was preventing you from getting in the first place. So he sent him off the field to adjust his equipment. Right? Boom. He came back. Before you go on back onto the field, the fourth official or whoever is closest, the first assistant, second assistant, they will have to say, yeah, you are good to go on the field, enter now. Alright, and that was said in the pre-match instruction, all of that. So while he was there standing at the touchline, sideline, about to go onto the field and play, the fourth official said something to him. I don't know what she said. Maybe, you know, you take off your tights, you adjust your tights, you change it, whatever. So this player, I've never seen it. All my years in football, I've never ever seen it. As a player, you know the end of the shorts, like the closest part to the knee, they would draw that part up to the waist and show whosoever is there. I have done World Cup qualifier games and be the fourth official, and that's what they do. From where the knee is, they would draw that part of the shorts, just draw it up, end of the shorts, like the closest part to the knee, they would draw that part up to the waist and show whosoever is there. I have done World Cup qualifier games and be the fourth official, and that's what they do. From where this player in particular dropped his shorts, never down to his knee, but he's dropped it in such a way like drop it so you could see his underwear exposed. All right, that is shameful. That is disrespectful to say the least. I've never seen it. Anybody who have seen it, I mean, I can't attest to that, but I have never ever seen a player behave like that. You know, that's disrespectful, that rude. The World Wide Web is seeing the game. People from all over the world is watching the game. And for you to drop your shorts and show the photo official like where you watch me for? Where you look for me for? See there. I brief me have on, I this me have on. That's disrespectful. And I say it all the time. A lot of these players, they are disrespectful. They don't respect referees. They know you have to come out there and ref, yes, but they don't treat you with no respect whatsoever. It was different in my days, you know. We have bad players in my days, rough players, nasty players. But at the end of the day, they respect you. I've ref some of the baddest footballers in Jamaica, baddest. But one thing I can say, they respect you, and I respect them. On the field of play, they have to respect authority. No, this is a mandatory yellow card. I don't know how it went unpunished. But then again, you have to weigh the pros and the cons. You know? Some referees, they are a book referee. Boom, yellow card. Come off of the field. If it was in my days, yes, yellow card and come back off of the field because you disrespect the team of officials. No, hold this. Come off of the field. And wait till me tell if you come back on the field. You understand? But that was disrespectful. Very, very disrespectful in my eyes. I don't know how you guys see it. But for me, it was very, very disrespectful and rude and out of order. All the bad adjectives that you can use. It wasn't a good look, man. It wasn't a good look. Trust me. For the refereeing team, you will be the judge. I mean, a lot of time we criticize referees, and yeah, referees get decisions wrong. But as I said, it's all over the world. All over the world it's like this. I remember watching a World Cup game, not a qualifier, a World Cup game, and a referee called offside from a corner kick. No, these are the best in the world and they make mistakes, but you have to live with it. Referees and football is like a microcosm of life. You live, you learn, you lose your wife, you go through divorce, you go through separation. You understand? You lose a loved one, you bounce back. You meet in an accident, this happen, you go and correct it, you get a loan, whatever the case may be. You lose a match, you miss a penalty, you get a bad decision wrong, you brush yourself and come again. You have protest, you have ways and means of doing things. Referees are sidelined. You're not going to bring back a goal, right? You're not going to change a decision. But these things happen all over the world. It's how you act, how you react to it. Yeah? So that is my 2 bit, you know. It's very, very, very distasteful. Very distasteful. I don't like it. I don't like what I saw. And we have to cut it out if we want to be one of the leading league in the Caribbean. We are far off from CONCACAF. Far off from CONCACAF. But if we want to be one of the leading league in the Caribbean, we have to raise our stakes, man. And I can tell you, the top referees in the region in Jamaica are comparable with those in CONCACAF. I tell you. But yes, still we blame the referee for every single thing. They don't know the laws. A player asked me the other day, a player playing Premier League and play about 3 or 4 games for Jamaica, asking me what the purpose of the arc. That arc on top of the penalty area, what we call 18-yard box. Him say never know. So when you're taking a penalty, your team taking a penalty kick, or whosoever, the opposing team, all the players have to be beyond that arc. You know why? Me ask him, can you go in the arc? Him say no. So I say, you ever think why I can't go in there? This referee tell him say he can't go in there. I say that arc is to tell you, so me circle, same thing what them call it, is to tell you this is 10 yards from the penalty spot. Just like a free kick, you are 10 yards from the free kick. The law said minimum 10 yards. So the arc is there 10 yards from the penalty. So once, before that ball is kicked, kicker is identified, and before that ball is kicked, nobody can be within the 10 yards. That's the purpose of the arc. Yeah? And them say, oh, referee, thank you, I never know. So I can tell you, a lot of these players, coaches, managers, spectators, they don't know the laws. They don't. And this is one of the main reasons why I was compelled to create this YouTube channel. You know, educate who I can, speak about the laws, scenarios, whatever it is, you know, to share my knowledge. It's not about money, it's not about wealth. You know, before the start of every season, I go around to a lot of the clubs who I can go around to and talk to them about the laws of the game. Free, of course. Free. I drive as far as Montego Bay. I go to Trelawney, I go to Senton, I go to Westmoreland, my home parish, telling them about the laws of the game, educating them. Yeah? Alright, peace out. Peace out, one and all. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Ref Corner. Ref Corner. Have a good one. Alright? Peace out. One love. Ref Corner.